We are live. Hello, hello. Welcome to today's training. Today is Friday, so it is our Q&A session. So I wanted to let everyone know, my name is Bridget Bartlett. I am the CEO and founder of Vision Marketing and Design. And I do want to, I know that we have a lot of new members, so I want to show you how, if you are a member and you're watching somewhere, how you can actually access the Zoom link inside your dashboard. You just need to go to the resources tab, and then you can click here for the, it goes right into Zoom. Okay, so that's really the gist of everything. If you would like to join, you can go to myvisionagency.com and you can join. And just side note, if you go to all plans, you'll see that our free tier 5 upgrade is ending in a day and 9 hours. So you definitely, if you want to get this free upgrade, this right here just by itself is worth over $1,000 a month in these free tools. And then you also get everything in these plans as well. So definitely tons and tons of value there for just $97. So make sure when you check out, you choose to subscribe, and then you enter promo code SAVE50, and that will get you the $97 price. Okay, so let me stop sharing now. And hello, hello. I just asked you how you were, but how are you again, Maria and Marcel, and what's going on? Do you have any questions for me?
Bridget, I was going to let, how you doing, Bridget? Hey. And Marie and everybody? I was going to let, hold on, let me get my camera on. Yeah, how's it going, everybody? I'm going to be in and out, so I just wanted to, Bridget, of course, I'm trying to play catch up. You know, I just checked out your resources and things, and I'm looking at your old videos. And if you could just share, you just did already. So the tier 5, if we get that, and I'm going to look at your old videos. How can I utilize this to someone who is trying to balance a lot of carrots? And how can I utilize this to help my business? My business is growing, but just want to take it to an automated level.
You know, because there's so many tools, it's really hard to say how you could utilize it, because really it's like, what are tools? I mean, tools are great, but really you have to have the tool with the strategy, you know? So what I love about adding these tier 5 tools is that it adds another layer. It's like already we have, you know, all of the high level tools. So we have the social media planner, the invoicing, we have the website builder, the funnel builder, the CRM, all of those great things. But those are great when it comes to like building a brand or, managing your customer relations. But when it comes to lead generation, that's where the tier 5 tools come into play. So you have the Friend Connector Pro, which will go to all of the Facebook groups, and it will, scan the groups and then send friend requests automatically to the people who meet your criteria. And you can set that. And with all the tier 5 tools, you get the premium plans. So it's not like you sign up for the tier 5 tools and then you get like the lowest plan, and then you're going to have to upgrade to get all the features. I don't even mess with that. I just do the top level. So that's what you get when you register. But for you, since you're already a member, you can actually go into the accounts tab. Let me show you how to do that.
Please, thank you.
Because it's just $50 right now. And that will go up to tomorrow at midnight. But you can go to the account.
What will it go up to?
So it will be the actual, if you look at this plan here, it's $147. So what I do is, like, since we have the free members and the $47 members, if you guys want to upgrade, it's going to be $97 minus the 40. So that's kind of how I worked it out in my mind, so that you're not penalized for being, with me for so long. So if you get it right now, you're just going to pay $50. But if you get it after, then it would be the $97, because it will actually be $147. Does that make sense?
So since I was an original member of your platform, I would get it for the $50?
Yes. Yeah. If you go right here to the accounts tab and you click
Uh-huh.
right here, this will get you all of the tools for all of the plans. So you're going to get everything that's here. And it would just be $50 a month.
Bridget, you're a blessing. Okay. All right.
You know what? I'm super excited to be able to offer that to you guys because I use these tools. These are not just something I'm trying to like hype up as a
Right.
bonus.
Right.
They're incredible tools. And if you, I know that you're busy too. I totally get it. But
Mm.
if you go back and watch on my YouTube channel, I've done training on a large
Yeah, I
variety of the
see.
tools.
I see this. I'm looking at your YouTube channel here, and I see that you have each section broken down. So
Yeah,
I'll
and
pick and choose, and what I'll do is I'll try to pick and choose the ones that I need right away, and then utilize that to start making some money to get leads and everything.
because they all work together. It's like
Okay.
there's one tool, and I kind of went through, especially the Facebook marketing tools, which
Mm-hmm.
are
Mm-hmm.
incredible for your
Mm-hmm.
your
Mm-hmm.
personal profile, which is rare because most tools only work for a business page. But I show how to use them all together because again, it's like tools are tools. But if you
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to use them effectively, then it's like you're just wasting time and money. But I show it's like you're basically you're using the tools to create like a funnel using your Facebook profile. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like you send the friend connector or that you send the friend request to your targeted customer. You bring them into your Facebook profile. You use your Facebook profile as kind of a funnel, right? You have your links there. And I definitely, probably the best training for you to watch if you're trying to kind of get the
Mm-hmm.
most value is that one on how to start and automate your coaching business. Because I
Okay.
just talk about how to, in the program, how to set things up, how to customize your funnel, how to turn your Facebook profile into a funnel, and then how to drive the traffic there. So it's
Gotcha.
kind of like a boot camp to kind of give you a good overview.
Okay. Is there for tier 5? I think you mentioned something about support. If I have an issue, do I go to them for support and they can help out with? Because it
Yeah.
seems like with each in tier 5, each platform has its own support group. Is that correct?
Yeah. Because tier 5 is the support of all of their tools,
Okay.
but tier 5 has a team for each tool. And
Gotcha.
so, so if you're in Chirply and you have an
Mm-hmm.
issue, they have their own little chat widget there and their own support team. So yeah, any tier 5 tools, just contact them inside the tool. And then of course, if you're inside of our program, like the HighLevel tools,
Right.
you can contact our support.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
HighLevel has their own support.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll pop in and out. So you go ahead. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Bridget, I do have a quick question because I went through all the tools, setting them up, the Chrome and all that, getting them on my site. I'm going slow, but I'm going. I'm watching their videos and doing everything, except when I came to the unlimited Google business leads and unlimited Google Map business leads. Those two, the link they take you to a broken link. They say it's broken. It says Google 404. That's an error. So those don't work there.
Did you, when did you find that error?
Just now, I'm clicking on it right now.
Okay.
I found it before, but I'm clicking on it right now to check. I'm in the back. I'm in the section where it's tier 5 software categories, unlimited business leads, unlimited Google Map. And when you click on the little, you can watch the YouTube video, but when you click on the link itself, the Chrome Google is it's broken.
Okay.
On both of those. That's the only ones I found that didn't work.
Okay, so these two are actually different. Okay, and the reason I asked you when you found that is because they just like Chrome did some type of update and it changed, like it basically kicked the extensions out of the Play Store. So they're trying to not let them use it. But what you can do is, and so I just clicked here and it took me to a file to download. Okay, so that's probably the confusing part. But there are instructions here to tell you how to install it. And really all you're doing is just downloading it. And then when you go to open the file, it installs it. So it's really not hard. But they're definitely, these are different because of that reason. And like I said, I just got notified of this and updated it like a few days ago. So yeah, is that what it's doing for you though? When you
I'm in a
here?
different section. What I'm looking at is a section that's like a white page, and it shows your username, password, and then I have to click on complete. So it doesn't look like what you're looking at. I have to go there. I'm at another section within the site. You know, where you have that gray box on the right and you have a video, and it's just,
do you want to share your screen? Because I'm not quite sure where you're at.
Okay, me neither. Sometimes I don't know where I am either. I just find stuff. Okay.
No, that's okay. Yeah, I want to help you, and it does help me when you give me that feedback so that I know if anybody else has that issue or
that's why I'm showing it, mentioning
it. See, yeah, you're in the e-learning. Yeah.
This is where I went through. I went through each one of these sections. As you can see on my Chrome, I added each one at a time. I thoroughly watched each video. But when you click on this, there you go. Do you see it?
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for letting me know that, because I'm actually going to, I think, remove that whole module, because if you go now to that tab for tier 5, it has, because here's the problem that I was running into, because, I'm always changing things. People would go to the dashboard who had the tier 5 tools, and then they would be like, well, where's all the tier 5 tools? So then I had to kind of make them more obvious in the dashboard there. But then I kept getting questions like, well, where's all the training for the tools? And so I'm always trying to just make it easier and more user-friendly, because especially if I keep getting the same question, I want to address it and make it easier. So for this, that's why and it's easier for me to update, because they do update the tools and update the training. So right now, you could basically ignore that whole module there, and then if you go to any of these tools here and you click this button, it opens up to the training playlist so that you can see. So I'm trying to make it easier. And I also added this down here. So if you guys did have any questions, because if you notify, the support team, they're not associated with tier 5 and they don't really know a lot about tier 5. So I just one of those things I try to do to make it as easy as possible.
And I have one other question about the tools, and it has to do with, oh God, what's the name of that tool? I can't remember, and I have it and I use it all the time. Link Wizard. Okay, got it. I couldn't connect to Link Wizard, and I'm gonna tell you, and I know this is unrecorded, but people can hear, but it's got to be done. I'm still Builderall member, and I'm going to cancel. But as a member and as a person who purchased the program, the Tailor Your Best Life stuff, I had included in that purchase, I had Link Wizard. And I use the same email that I have with all these tools, but I'm going to cancel. And when I do that, it's going to terminate that relationship with Tailor Your Best Life. So what do I do? It's going to be the same email, because I use that email over there. And I have a bunch of links, which I can get rid of. I can just restart from the beginning, but what do we do? Do I contact them so they can fix it, or how is that going to happen?
Because I had the same problem. I had my sponsor for Builderall had the tier 5 tools, and that's actually how I discovered them. And so even though I'm new to the partner program, I've been using them, for a few years now. But so I had the same issue. I went to create my accounts, and there's a certain way when you're a reseller, you can either suspend the account, which kind of holds on to the account, and it kind of locks that email address. So that's what happened when I left. So I couldn't use that. Now, if they deleted the account, then I would be able to go ahead and log in and create my own account. But since it was suspended, then it kind of puts it in freeze mode and doesn't allow you to do anything. So I was not able to do anything with it. I just had to start a new account. So you may try to contact support and see, but we did get you set up on a different email address, correct? For your Link Wizard account? No,
that's the problem. It's the same one. I didn't realize it was going to be a problem.
But
until I went in.
Didn't we discuss? Did I message you? And because I thought that we talked about, but I don't know if if that's,
No,
if I may be
I-
thinking of
I-
something
no,
else.
I never mentioned it because I've been trying to say, well, what am I supposed to do in my own head? And then I couldn't figure it out. And I just said, let me ask her now because I never mentioned this. But when I went to set that up, it wouldn't let me because it's already set up. I mean, I can contact Taylor Your Best Life and have them do something there, but I don't know if they can. You're saying if they terminate it from that end, I'm not even sure what to do there.
The easiest way is just use a different email address. So you're in Noisy, correct?
With who? Yes,
with, you'll have
use
to
a
start
different
over.
email with you or with them. I'm not sure.
Well, they're gonna have access. You may ask them, but I tried to do that for myself, like just use my same email and then like transfer the accounts, and I couldn't do that. They said it was because the person that had my account before, they had it suspended, and so there was nothing that they could do. So if whatever but I'm thinking if they delete it, it's probably going to delete your account as well and everything that goes with it. So if you don't mind starting over, it's definitely better to just use it because they're going to cancel your account and then you just can log in with another, that other email address. Does that make sense?
Okay, I'm trying to understand what you're saying. So I need to who do I contact? Tier 5?
No. Well, it's kind of complicated because the reseller thing, it's like Taylor Your Best Life, they have access to your account, okay? Because they are the reseller, just like I do. Like I can go in, I have this whole website here, and like I can look at all the tools and who's registered, and I can suspend and I can delete and I can activate. So it all depends on how they're doing it. If they delete it, I think it's going to delete your whole account and everything with it. And if that's the case, we could use that same email address that you're using with them and just create you a new account. However, if they suspend it, then what it's going to do is like hold that account. And then when I go to create your new account with that email address, it's going to say it can't because that email is already being used in another account.
So what can I do?
Like I said, the easiest way would just be to give me another email address and I can just register your account with that email, and then you can cancel or whatever you need to do with Taylor.
Okay. That's what I was wondering if that could be done. Okay. So yes, I can send you a different email address.
Yeah.
And then that way
you
can, okay, that makes it easier because that's been my whole hold up with canceling with Builderall, which makes no sense. It's like, why? I haven't logged in there in like, I think 3 months. So it's like, wow, that's a waste of money.
Well, I am glad to hear it. I mean,
Look at
not to do like damage to Builderall, but I'm glad to hear that you at least have what you need in the program. So that makes me feel good. I'm glad. I want you to be like, I need to just cancel everything because I already have it all. That's my goal.
Actually, I understand, even though it's still a little complicated for me because I'm not techie, but it's still, you're more understandable and clear and to the point, and it's way better for me because Builderall was too much over my head. It was giving me headaches and I couldn't take it anymore. I'd rather just opt out, even though I paid for Taylor Your Best Life, the whatever that program was now, I don't even remember. But that was even over my head. I couldn't do it. So I just rather give up. And it's not giving up. It's realizing that there's something better. And yes, Ray, go right ahead. I'm taking over.
Say for you,
go ahead, Ray.
Don't think of it as a loss and all that money down the drain. It was a learning experience, and the types of things that you learned were, the keystrokes, the way to copy and paste and all that for a newbie. And you weren't a newbie, but it confirmed a lot of the way that people market today. And I was marketing a long, long time ago and got out of it and got back in it. It's changed, and a lot of the things that you learned through Builderall, and I'm still in Builderall, but only to do what you are doing, mail out nicely and gather my stuff together and get out of some of the things that were there. But for me, Bridget goes too fast. I'm a slower. And so what I do is I listen to the first presentation, and then I come back probably like you do and go through the training again, step by step by step. And I have my Chrome is full of little extensions as well that have been added with the password 123456, the same way that all of the other add-ons have. But Builderall is a great learning experience. And some of the training was not on the specifics, but on the branding and other things, and that you've done that very, very well. And so it's just a transition. It's not a loss necessarily.
No, the training in Builderall, with the value they give with the training is very, very exceptional. It's great. I love it all, but the actual tool itself, when you go into the website, is difficult. It was
And
difficult.
you've got to start all over with similar tools.
That mailing thing and all, it was too much.
Yeah, I think, that was one of the things that I heard constantly from local business clients and from like agency owners using Builderall that would get feedback from their clients, is that they log into the dashboard and they're so overwhelmed. There's tools everywhere, and it's like you shouldn't have to like go into the website builder and then completely go out and then go into another tool and then figure out how, because it's almost like you're still working with different software because you have to figure out how to get them to, I just feel like, because GoHighLevel was created by agency owners for agency owners, it is more catered to like the local business owner, the person, or like the beginner marketer, which is what I really thought was attractive, because local business owners and beginner marketers, they're not interested in all these like bells and whistles and being confused. They just want to go into their dashboard, and if they need to like create a quick opt-in page for something, then they want to do that. If they want to get into their CRM and their pipeline, they need to see these things to be able to like function in their business. But if they get in there and there's like all these tools and all of it's like, it's too much. It's just really overwhelming, and it's just not great for local business owners or beginner marketers or whatever. I totally agree with that.
What do they say? A confused mind takes no action.
Yes, and it's true. And it's like, I always talk about, last week we were talking about checklists, Edison was saying, I just wish I had a checklist. And I've been asked that so many times, and I would love to create a checklist, but it's like you can't know what to put on that checklist unless you just do it and you figure out what it is that you love and what it is you hate. So it's just like that, because you know what happens if you hate doing it, you won't. You'll procrastinate. We all do it. I have an extremely abnormal work ethic, I think. And I still am the same way. If I hate doing something, I'll put it off and put it off and put it off because I don't want to do it. So it's like, that's why I'm always preaching, just find what you love. I know the power of LinkedIn. But I hate being on LinkedIn. It's just not, I don't like networking there. I feel like there's so many salespeople, and I know that it would be really, really great. And I am on there. I am like sharing content. I'm live there every day. I'm live there right now. But it's not my thing. I just don't want to spend my time on LinkedIn. And so I don't. And that's just, so if I was to create a checklist and say, create a website. You know what happens when I say the first steps to create a website? You're going to spend 2 years becoming the best website creator of the planet. And it's like, you're not going to take action. So that's my like apprehension with the checklist. I don't want to like make you feel like you have to complete step 1 to go to step 2. And then what if step 2 is go to LinkedIn? if I had just started and I was going by this checklist, I would go to LinkedIn and I would be like, oh, I hate this. I hate LinkedIn, but it's number 2 on my checklist. So I got, you know what I'm saying? So like, I just feel like it's so impossible really to say, go to LinkedIn, create the website, use your Facebook profile or use Instagram. It's like you just have to jump in and take action and then learn these things. So, I mean, I kind of got sidetracked, but you so reminded me of that when you can't make up your mind, you're indecisive, and then you end up doing nothing. And that's the greatest like obstacle that you have to overcome when you start anything new, especially when you're trying to fight something that you don't enjoy doing. Anybody else have questions, right? Oh, you're muted.
I'm so sorry. There was an Amber Alert. I'm sure you heard it off my cell phone. Did you hear that?
No.
I had that's weird, a really high shrilled Amber Alert about 2 minutes ago, and my volume was on. That's why I turned my volume off. There's nobody else in my office, so I turned my volume on, and then my phone rang, an Amber Alert. We had a great big Amber Alert in another county of Florida, so I had to turn it back on. My question was on the dashboard of Vision Marketing. Let's go back to it. There's a network tab in the network parenthesis noisy.
Mm-hmm.
So I click that and can't log in. The way I get to it is go in Chrome and type in noisy login, noisy.com login, and I can get it. Goes right there because I've been previously logged in. But is there something that I'm not doing? I click on network noisy on right there, and it tells me, yeah, that's exactly right. So already registered, log in here. So that's what I clicked, already registered. And it gives me the Vision Membership Exclusive Network page. And I sign in, and it says, go ahead, sign in. And it says, warning, please check that you've written correctly the email and password. And I am, it's all correct. But it says, go ahead. So I hit go ahead, and nothing. So I can't log in through that method, but I'm on Noisy because I did it by typing in noisy.com login from the website.
I'm not really sure. Let me.
But I mean, it's not a deal unless other people are having that. I can get on it.
There's been a couple things with Noisy. Some people click that. You know how it says, I just clicked it and it said this link's expired.
Yeah.
It always says that, and then it just like redirects. So some people tell me, oh, I clicked that and it said expired. And so it's like, I know that it says that, but then it redirects. So it's like, I've heard that before. So I'm not sure about that. One thing that I noticed too, and Maria, we talked about this last week, is that Noisy actually changed how, like, when I send, for example, let me just show you here. Let me go back to this network here. When I send, what this is right here, this link is actually an invite link to our group here. Okay. So if I go here and then I go to members, or I go to invite to the group. Okay. I have this link right here, and then I can invite people. Okay. So that's what that link is. But I just realized, Maria, when you brought that up last week, that they changed it here the last couple of weeks, that when now when I invite people, I have to actually go in and make you a member so that you can get all of these channels here. And I did go through all the members, because it came through as guest. So I updated all of you guys so that you should now have access to the channels here. But what I'm going to do, Ray, is I just tell you all this stuff just so that you know for your own knowledge. But I am going to invite you you've already created an account, correct though?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Let me tell you while you were talking, I did, that those two links, it says get access and then log in.
Uh-huh.
I've been hitting the log in on the vision marketing page. I click noisy and then it says already registered, log in here. That's what I've been clicking. But the purple one above it, I just clicked and it did say it's expired, and then it immediately went to the correct spot. So at first, when you say get access on that purple link, right now it's waiting a little bit, and it says it momentarily gives the login screen with all the parameters to fill in, but then it immediately goes to noisy. So I'm on noisy that way. So that top link works if you're just patient. I didn't have to do anything. I just clicked and it went right to my noisy.
Well, if you just need the raw login page, it's clients.myvisionagency.com. I mean, I haven't heard anybody else say that they're having that specific issue. So it's one of those things. It's like I was just saying earlier, how if I get the same question over and over again, then I definitely want to go in and change things, because obviously I realize like that must be an issue. So if someone else tells me they're having the same issue, I definitely want to look into that and address it. But that is the raw link. You should be able to go there anytime and log in with your credentials to get access.
Hi, Bridget, can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, hi. I've had some pretty serious audio issues with my my computer, so I'm surprised I'm even able to get in. But I'm just watching. So hello, everybody. I'm just watching. I got a lot going on. I just moved and I'm in the middle of relocating, so I haven't been able to keep up with the training and all of that. But I'll just keep watching. So thank you.
Okay. Well, welcome.
Okay.
Bridget, I have a question about the noisy. What I asked you last week, it still doesn't open. Can I share my screen and show you what I'm seeing? Because I'm not seeing what you're seeing. It's different. Okay, do you see this is what I'm seeing when I click on open channels. This is what I get. Is this where I'm supposed to be? It doesn't look like yours.
Yeah.
See?
So what you want to do is you want to go in and join the channels so what you see there, those are all the available channels. And then you can decide what channels you want to join. So you could just click on there. Yeah. If you should be able to.
I click on, I'm already a member there because it's got a check. That means I'm a member there. Yeah. And that's why yours on your left over here, when you click on it, you have a long row of them because you've been a member. So if I click here, then I'm a member just by clicking on it. Yeah. And now I get it. Yeah. Gotcha. Let me get out of there. I see now. Exactly. Now I understand. Took me a moment.
We're all learning noisy. So definitely. And I'm so glad when you guys asked me those questions, because it's like I said, last week, I had no idea that they had changed that and that you couldn't access those channels. I had no idea, because it's like, I see it. And I'm like, but when you asked that, I actually reached out to the noisy support team. They have their own noisy channel or whatever. And I asked that and I said, oh yeah, we changed that like 2 weeks ago. I was like, oh, awesome. So glad I knew that.
Well, Bridget, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, Maria, but Bridget, with the noisy app, should we be getting alerts on updates on what's going on from time to time?
You can download the app, and then every time there's a new update, you get a notification.
I have the app, but I do not get messages or alerts or updates from the group. I never, when I used to have the Telegram app, I used to get messages, alerts about different people making comments or things happening in the group, but now I don't get anything.
You said you downloaded the app?
Yes.
Yeah, you should be getting notifications. You may want to check your settings in your account and make sure that or with your phone, and make sure that you allowed the notifications. I get them. Do you get them, Maria? And Ray, you get them? Okay. Yeah, so it's definitely, it sounds like it's a Leon specific issue. I would check the notifications in the Noisy app, and then I would also check on your phone and make sure that you have given your phone, or given the app their permission on your phone to send like push notifications.
Okay. I'll look into that.
And it's really, I actually, there's a channel there. So I am super excited about all the automation, of course. But if you guys go to the channel that is the live training, every time we do a live training, as soon as it's over, it actually sends it to that group. So if you guys are looking for the latest training, like maybe you're like, oh, I missed today's training, and I go to the YouTube channel, and it's like, how can I have to search through all this stuff, so that's why I was super excited about doing that, and also because it was automated, so that's super cool. But yeah, if you're looking for the most recent training, definitely it's right there in the live training.
I missed that. Can you tell me where to go again?
Yeah, I'll share my screen and show you. Okay. Oops. All right. There we go. Okay, so if you have not gotten access to the channel yet, this is what Maria and I were just talking about. You'll have to click open channels, and then you'll have to go to the live training channel. And then once you click there, then you have access, and you can see like this one has already uploaded. Yesterday, we talked about affiliate marketing. The previous day was about QuickBooks. So it has all of every time there's a new training, you can search through here. That makes it much, much easier for you to find than just, yeah.
Thank you. That's great.
Yeah.
So, I don't see that open channels in the dashboard.
Let me see here. Because you should, let me look for you here and make sure that you have access. Because that's what I was just talking about, how you're registered in Noisy, though, Leon?
In Noisy, as far as yes, I think I am. I know I downloaded the app.
Have you been able to log in though? You have an account?
I think that I do. How would I confirm that?
Well, if you can log in, then you have access. That's what I'm trying to figure out what your, if you want to message me your, actually, let me just see. Let me go here to contacts and find your info. Because to look it up, I need to have your username. So I'm trying to see if I can find it by email.
My username for
Okay.
Noisy?
Yeah.
Try Elon Musk.
Oh, I think I did just see that. Okay. Let me see here. Members. Sorry, guys. I usually don't do this stuff live, but this, okay. So let's see. Yeah, it does say that you have access, Leon. You should be able to, what you need to do is click on open channels at the top there. And then you should be able to look and see all of the channels like I just showed Maria.
Oh, I'll see open channels inside of the app itself.
Yeah, if you look here where it says open channels and you click there, then you'll see all the channels that are available, and then you can just click on them to get access.
And this is inside of the Noisy app.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you might also notice, Bridget, that live training on that only had 5 members. And so it needs to be publicized. you can publicize that more now, and that's a very convenient thing. I'm so glad I found it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that the reason is because what I was just saying about people don't know where and I didn't even know to tell people where to go, because I didn't even know that you guys didn't have access, because they had changed it. Like when I first added the link and everybody was getting access, they were able to access all the open channels, but then they changed something. And then, so I think that's definitely why people are not joining. But you're so right. I need to do like a video and then put it there, kind of like I did with if you look at the affiliate, let me show this here. If you look here, this affiliate, oops, let me go demo. In the affiliate tab, that training that we did yesterday, I actually put here in the affiliates tab to help you kind of get started with the affiliate opportunity. But I think that I'm definitely going to put a video kind of like that here to help you kind of familiarize and orientate yourselves with Noisy. I agree that I need to do that. Anybody else have any questions for me today? No? Okay, well, I will definitely just let you go, and I hope you have an amazing weekend, and definitely let me know in the Noisy group what you want to talk about next week. I don't really have anything planned, right? Do you have something you want to talk about?
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, you're fine.
I'm curious about Keck. Is he off doing his deal after he got free setup last week?
Yeah, I just, he said that he put one post out, and that night, the first night, he had 3 different meetings. So I was like, yay, go Keck. I'm super excited. He hasn't started using the system yet because he's still trying to he has like someone working, you know how you start out like with a new business, and they, especially like MLMs, the coaching thing, especially health coaching, your sponsor usually will want to do the meetings with you so that you can, kind of understand the questioning. If you have a good sponsor, that's what they should do those meetings with you, help you kind of guide you through the orientation part of it. But yeah, he's super excited to actually start using the system once his like orientation part is over with. And him and his wife are having great results with the company they've aligned themselves with. So that's super cool.
Good. One more aside, I'm still looking for a name. ComputerWorks has already been taken. ComputerWorks.com is what I wanted. So I was thinking, hey, how about Computer Vision? I'll do ComputerVision.com, and I'll see it. I went out to Network Secure. That got me a lot of attention because Computer Vision is an IBM thing that caters to the federal government, the CIA and the FBI and all of these kinds of things. And I didn't want any part of that. So I was going to get ComputerVision.com. Hey, that's a great one. And so I'm looking at, just so you'll know, mycomputerworks.com. That's available. And so I may do that one. The guy that owns ComputerWorks.com has gone out of business, and he never contacts anybody. Everybody's just scratching their head. Why doesn't he take advantage of the people who want ComputerWorks.com? But anyway,
you have the domain. So tell me this though. What is it about ComputerWorks.com that makes you like just want it so much?
Well, I've had it for a long time. I've had ComputerWorks LLC in Florida and in Tennessee, and it's been part of a branding that I haven't finished yet. But I can't finish my branding without a good, solid. I have ComputerWorksTampa.com. I own that one because I'm from Tampa. And, figured. And I'm looking at mycomputerworks.com, but it just kind of fits because I'm not only going to do digital marketing, but I'm going to do a good deal of training. And so I'm going to have courses out there for people to get, some free and some paid. And so the whole thing revolves around a computer, and ComputerWorks is what I wanted. That's all. Yeah. So I will probably do some other digitalmarketing.com or, something that is available that sounds like more of the same.
Yeah.
I'll just keep that.
I have, so my actual LLC is Vision Marketing and Design, which is like, honestly, if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't have picked something so long, because it is a really long Vision Marketing and Design. But just because you have an LLC, this is the reason I asked. I still have, like, my vision agency is under Vision Marketing and Design, because really when you have an LLC, it really just, it's just the umbrella, you know, that you have all these different things. So you may, I mean, if you wanted that to be your main company, everything can be related to that company. Like you might just have, you know, my computer something, whatever, or you could have Ray Hines .online. Maybe you want it to be that. It could all still be Computer Works as your brand, but you're having like these sub brands under all of that. So yeah.
Well, I have Computer Works Facebook. Ray Hines Computer Works is what it is for Facebook. It just, everything gets to be too long. So I've got to rethink everything and then maybe get a new Facebook and start all over again. Sometimes it's helpful to start from scratch and pull all my friends that are on that one over to the new one.
Yeah. And honestly, I would say just use your name. You know, I'm a big advocate of using your name, especially because you actually have different things that you promote. You have the travel thing, and then you have the digital thing. But what's cool, and this is what I was telling Keck and what I was talking about in that training, is when you're doing, especially like an MLM that relies a lot on recruiting to really be able to make the most money, you get people into your program and they are excited about the discount for cruises that they can get with you. And so they're like, wow, you mean I could actually just make money by telling people about this? Like, that's insane. So now you, Ray, you as their sponsor, now you can create a system that is perfect for people who want to promote this. So now what you're doing with your Computer Works is you are doing two different things. You are working with the MLM to promote that company, but you're also bringing people in that you can now build. Not only are you helping them, you're making money with the MLM or the cruise company, but you're also helping the people that you bring in that also want to promote it. So now you're making income from the cruise line business, and you're making income with all of the different digital things that you're doing. So all of this training and things like how to create a website, how to, you know, get more customers to your cruise business, how to promote yourself on social media, how to build a brand. These are all things that you can all tie together. And so that's why I'm a big fan of using the name, because if somebody is interested in discounts on cruises, it's like, why would they ever want to go to Computer Works? Because they're thinking, well, that's about computers. I really just wanted to know about discounts for cruises, because that's really, when you're in an MLM, one of the first things that they tell you is like, and I don't know if what you have is an MLM, I'm just using that as an example. But usually what they tell you is lead with the product. And the reason is because not everyone wants to be, you know, recruiters and marketers, or maybe they don't even know they want to be a marketer, or they don't know anything about this world, but they do know, like, hey, Ray knows how to get major discounts on cruises, and I actually wanted to take a cruise, so I'm going to contact Ray. Now they're booking their cruises and they love the program, and then you're like, oh, okay, did you know that you can also earn commission by hooking other people up? And now you're saying, and if you want to sign up, or they're already signed up with you, and look, since I'm your sponsor, I have this website for you. I have a completely automated campaign. I actually have a course that teaches you how to do all of this stuff, and you can invite your team members in. So it's like, this is how this whole system is built, and this is how people actually make a substantial amount of money. It's the compounding. I don't think anyone ever got rich from promoting one single MLM or one single affiliate company. Everyone builds businesses, and then they monetize it with many other things. Like you notice, I don't talk about just one company. There's many solutions. And so what I love is to be able to talk about all of them. And I'm Bridget Bartlett, right? So I could be Bridget Bartlett with Builderall. I could be Bridget Bartlett with GoHighLevel or Tier 5 or whatever I want to be. And then that won't change. So you could be Ray Hines. And when you're talking to the people who just want to cruise, you're Ray Hines, the guy who can get you great deals on cruises. And if you're talking to people who want digital marketing solutions, now you're Ray Hines with ComputerWorks, but really you're Ray Hines all the time. That's my speech.
I appreciate it. I do have rayhines.com. I own it, and it's sitting alone, not doing anything. So maybe I will do that kind of thing. Start from that.
Yeah,
angle.
I mean, you could create a bio link, and then put the Ray Hines there, and then you can say, you know, I help people, you know, book cruises at massive discounts or something, whatever you want to lead with. But that's what I love about the bio link is you can really very, very simply, you can introduce yourself and show people everything that you're doing without them like a whole website that's a complete portfolio where they're like clicking around and they're going to different tabs and they're possibly having to like read a bunch of things and there's a bunch of videos. But when you have a bio link, it's like one video and a few buttons. And so they can very quickly see your affiliate links or see, you know, everything that you're doing and get, especially like the social media too. They may want to follow you. So if your social media links are there, I love the bio link. I think it's really, really great for social media, especially because what you're trying to do is like what I do too. I have many different things that I do. So for me to even have like one website or like my bio link has, you know, my vision agency, it has Tier 5, and it has GoHighLevel. Now my website expands on that. But if you are looking at me on social media, like what is this chick doing? You go to my bio link, you can easily see very quickly what I'm doing.
What's your bio link? Is that your link?
I'm sorry, I don't know what bio link is. I'm
The
sorry.
same
Oh, it's like your like Linktree.
Linktree. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that
Can
up.
I see? Can we see yours?
Yeah.
Bridget? Can you see yours?
Let me look it up here.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Maria.
No, you're fine.
Me neither, Ray. But this is very helpful.
Yeah, it is.
So if you go to bridgetbartlett.com, you can see my bio link. It's just very, very simple. So you can see I have my video here. I have my main contact information because, you know, that's important. What I love too is I have this little chat thing, which is, you know, we have this inside of our CRM. So like what I put this chat on everything, and I get so many people who message me through this, and I love it because when they fill this out, it goes right into my CRM. I can build automations, I can do tons of things. But what's really great is it goes right in there to the conversations tab, and then I can actually respond to them very easily. I can do it from my phone, I can call them, so I love this. Highly recommend putting that on everything. But the goal here is you can see that this is so simple. This is just one page. I'm saying who I am. I have my contact info, and then I'm saying choose the solution that best meets your business marketing needs. So immediately they know that I'm in marketing, right? So marketers and business owners, agency owners, and then contact me. And then of course I have my reviews here and then my social media links. So that's literally everything on my bio link.
You are one busy woman. I'm telling you, you are busy. That's great.
You know, people tell me that all the time, but I don't ever feel like I'm really busy. My sister calls me all the time and she's like, hey, you busy? And I just laugh because it's like, I'm always busy, but I don't feel like it's work. I feel like I'm less busy than when I had a 40-hour a week job, because I just love what I'm doing. I could get completely lost in building out a campaign. Or like this week, I was setting up the Chirply, creating the website and setting up all the zaps to make sure all the payments were going through and the affiliate links and all that stuff. And I think I sat for like 10 hours without saying a single word because I just was so like into what I was doing. But that's the cool thing about this digital world, you know, like I created that a few months ago. I haven't looked at it. I honestly couldn't even remember what it looked like until you asked me. And then we went to it. And I was like, oh yeah, that's what my bio link looks like.
Bridget, this is Marcel. Did you make that with GoHighLevel?
Yeah, it's high
Great,
level.
thanks.
So what does Linktree have to do with? What is Linktree?
So Linktree is basically a website builder that creates those bio links. So it's just a simple, it's funny, I talk to business owners sometimes and they're like, yeah, I have a subscription of Linktree. And it's like, yeah, you can cancel that. It's just a simple website builder. You just build a page. I mean, that's all it is. You don't need a separate subscription. You can use any website builder to build a bio link. Yeah. Hey, Linwood.
Hello, Bridget. I have just curiosity, and of course, I think that your suggestion about using the name and then branching off from there is absolutely probably the best way to go. And you don't have to give me an apple later for saying that. But Ray, I have a question for you. Did you ever have that domain name at one time?
No, I never had it. I had,
okay.
By the time I looked at it, someone else had it. So I have computerworks.biz, computerworks.info. I own those two sites, but not, you know, it just doesn't carry the same thing as a .com. And I'm wanting to wait until I get that part of the information set up before I start building. But I've learned today that I've got rayhines.com, and that's where it's going to start. And so I will start that way. And I may make ComputerWorks as I may not even use it. I may just use, cruises.rayhines.com as a subdomain.
Yeah, you could, or maybe create, which you totally could. I mean, that's one of the things I love about using your name, because when you're doing things like that, where you want to create something totally different, it's okay, because you don't need to purchase a whole new domain to do cruises.rayhines.com or Pabbly.rayhines.com or vision.rayhines.com. It's like it's still Ray. You don't have to change the domain to be able to do that. So that's another thing. Yeah, I love that. But you can always, I mean, all of those things still, it's marketing. So whether you're doing the cruise thing or you're doing the digital marketing thing, it's still valid to be under your company name, ComputerWorks, because it is all marketing. It's all digital marketing that you're doing.
Linwood, you can go to wearecruising.com, or I can show you my screen if you, no, I won't do that, but just go to wearecruising.com without a G, cruising.
Okay.
Wearecruising.com. That's where it starts.
All right.
You can also do traveling with Ray or cruisingwithray.com or something like that.
Yeah, there's plenty. Thank you so much. I've learned a lot today.
Cool. Awesome. You guys have any other questions before I let you go for the week? No?
Thank you. Have fun.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. I hope you have an excellent weekend. I'll see you all Monday. Same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality.